We're going to focus now on race number 9 on Saturday evening. It will be by the time we get to the Sportsmanship 1200, the Class 3 event. Super Football, he's having his first start since February 2022. He's had a right fore suspensory injury. Dancing Code's a last start winner, carries an extra £8 for it. Bundle of Charm, 3-time course and distance winner. O-Liner will have a sheepskin brow band going on. He's had 2 trials too since we last saw him. Invincible Sage, better draw than what he had when running third on a heavy track last time. Golden Empire, extra £5 for a win over Helios Express, who's bolted up since. The first starters, Imperial Goodness, Harry's Hero and Mugen, all have raced overseas. Global Harmony, he's having his first start since January. He's had a right fore humerus bone injury, and Nishikado is getting close to a class drop down the bottom of the book. Right, the speed here, Tom. Who goes forward, who goes back?
Yeah, speed here. Well, O-Line has shown plenty of pace in both of his runs, and he again has done so in his recent barrier trial. But of course, he did get cast in the gates going back to the 21st of May. So needs to be on his best behaviour. Bundle of Charms drawn well. The Dancing Code should be right there to come across Paul from barrier 7. But there's a 3-wide line of ready to win Joyful Friendship and Global Harmony's first up since the end of January.
Yeah, he's going to have to go back, isn't he? I think O-Liner, as you say, he has played up at the gates before, but with that monobrow on, he should be okay and get out to the lead there. Super Football, haven't seen him for a long time, I think, and it's way short of his best.
And the other horse is this one right here, Mugen, who goes back on the speed map. He's trot up really well. The stable's absolutely flying, and Tom spoke to Pierre Rung.
PM Mugen lining up in race number 9, an impressive-looking recruit. PP, who's come out of Australia. He's arrived here on a rating of 64. How's he settled in?
He settled in really well, and definitely his stress doesn't help that much. But I think he's slowly progressing, and I'm looking forward to his run, and hopefully he'll have a good run this weekend.
You mentioned the heat stress at this time of the year to make your debut. How difficult is that for a horse, and what things can you do to prepare a horse to acclimatise at this time?
We just try to cool him down before the race. Even in the morning track work, try to cool them down. Hopefully they don't sweat that much. But everyone knows it's very hot out there, and we just hope that doesn't stop him.
He, of course, won at Moonee Valley back in December with Clinton McDonald. You've no doubt seen the video. He looked like he had a very good turn of foot late.
Yes, he does. Even when he trials on sack, he did have a good turn of foot. We had a couple of trials with him, and hopefully he get the fitness level and can do it on Saturday.
What's been the feedback from Zach in those trials? Because he's ridden all of them bar the most recent one.
Yes, the first 3 trials, he liked the horse. He's got it there. It's just the matter of time and to match it up with the schedule and his stress. And the last trial we tried to put him on, but Zach was away, so it's pretty hard.
It's hard to ride when you're not here.
Yep.
Barrier 9, how do you see that playing out?
We just jump wherever we possible, and we just look out for Vincent Holsource and try to hit through the line hard.
You've had a great last week, 5 winners, including your first treble. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to. What's been a season highlight for you?
Well, season highlight definitely this week. This couple of days, we got 5 winners after 2 meetings. We just hope that we'll getting more and more.
There is Pierre Rung, Paul Mugen having his first start in Hong Kong. He mentioned the heat there, Pierre. He might be one horse that's going to really appreciate race 9 being at 8:15.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look, he's having his debut as well, so we'll see how he handles it under the lights, and all new to him with the lights as well.
A very impressive winner at Moonee Valley, where he cleared out by 4 lengths there. Showed a really good turn of foot, so yeah, I'm keen to see what he can do.
That is Mugen. This is a last start winner over at Happy Valley in Dancing Code. Tom, there he is up on the outside. He was backed into 1.8 this night and delivered stylishly.
He did, and he's coming back to Sha Tin over the 1200 metres. He was another horse that really did produce a good, strong turn of foot. The the last 200 metres once he got balanced up. Barrier 7, so he should be able to get across and land into a prominent position, Paul.
Yeah, I think he's one of the main chances as well. Look, he's run second as well behind Bundle of Charm here at Sha Tin, so Sha Tin holds no fears for him.
And there is his report card, Paul.
Yeah, so you can see he's had the 3 starts today, 2 seconds in the first, so he's run really well in all 3 starts. His first one was over 1,000, then he stepped up to the 1,200, ran second, and then won at Happy Valley. So coming back to Sha Tin, I'm not worried about that at all.
No, and he's been a good recruit here, a PP, so it hasn't taken him long to settle in and reward his owners.
That's a good report for Dancing Code. He'll certainly be in the market. Few to look at here, Tom. We start with Invincible Sage. This was his first go around a bend. Heavy track. He raced wide and kept on well. Good draw this week. Ready to win. He's following Invincible Sage at this stage. Beauty Crescent, he was first up in Hong Kong this day. And Nishikado down on the inside in those orange blinkers.
Yeah, I think just probably the wide passage he had Invincible Sage. You can see Bowman at this point hasn't even really moved on him, but he's been 3 wide, no cover the whole way, Paul. I think that's probably just told the last little bit because up until sort of the last sort of 250, he was really travelling strongly. So he has to be one of the main players, ready to win. Hard to catch. The draw's the negative for him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to put Beauty Crescent in because I thought it wasn't a bad debut run from him as well, but I agree with you. I think Invincible Sage is a good bet in this race.
A wider draw for Beauty Crescent. He had 7 at his first start, barrier 12 this week. Now, this is a very, very strong field that Golden Empire comes out of. There he is tucked in down on the rail, and Joyful Friendship gets held up a touch in the home straight, but he was hard-ridden when he ran into that pocket, Tom. But we've got horses like Flying Ace in this race, and he's not the only one because Helios Express has come out and bolted up last week.
Yeah, so it's a good form race, this one going forward. I think Flying Ace is due to line up on Monday night, in fact, at Sha Tin as well. And this horse here, Golden Empire, he's gone well second up in the past. That was off the back of a debut 30, came out and won then, and it was a good training performance, I thought, here, Paul, from Francis Lloyd, because he had been off the scene since the early part of February to produce him here to get a lovely run and win like he did.
Yeah, he's a 4-time winner now in Hong Kong, so look, he definitely goes in for me and just managed to hang on there, didn't he? It was good.
He did, despite the call, thinking otherwise. We move on to the trial form now, Paul, of O-Liner. He's had these 2 trials since he was late scratched last time, and they've been around some informed horses. He runs a length second here behind Reward Smile. He also beat Gummy Gummy by 3 lengths in the other one.
Yeah, no, he has, and he's trialled well, this horse, but his 2 race day starts, he's run last and then run second last. So what we need from him is just to see him do it on the track. Now, he has got that gear change. He will be in front out of trouble, but I'm happy to watch him.
Yeah, he's up 23 pounds, so happy to watch as well. I think the 3rd horse in this trial as well, of course, is Young Life Forever, who came out and won midweek at Happy Valley. So there's some decent trial form there.
Yeah, there is indeed. Helene Feeling runs on Monday. He's out of that trial too. Now, finally, another newcomer is Imperial Goodness. Tom, he's won over the 1,200 at Balaclava, 1,250 at Morfettville on the inside track, and he's had 3 trials since he's been in town.
He went forward in this barrier trial up near the pace. I thought he kept on okay here over the final stages. He has, Paul, had a couple of lameness issues since he has been here, and it's worth noting those 2 wins in South Australia were on rain-affected tracks.
Yeah, by Dissident as well, over 1,200 metres, so I'm quite happy to watch him. I think he needs further anyway with that sort of pedigree.
And Harry's Hero, who we haven't touched on, won over the 1,430 at Musselburgh and 1,900 at Wolverhampton. So his trials have been disappointing, but your selections, Paul?
Yeah, really like Invincible Sage. I think he can win this race. From Dancing Code, Beauty Crescent, ran well on debut, and Golden Empire. 6-2-3-7.
Yeah, I definitely think he's one of the better bets of the day, Invincible Sage, and he's come up with a good barrier draw, barrier 2 this time round. So Mugen, he goes in Dancing Code and Golden Empire, 6-11-2-7.